okay, I would say that if your goal is passive income during retirement, without constant monitoring, then it's very understandable to look at REITs. A lot of people do, a lot of retirees do that, excuse me. But they are not risk-free. So we need to understand that REITs are not risk-free, okay? And they work best when you understand more about them. So by law, REITs need to distribute the bulk of their income as dividends. Right, so and they hold real assets. It could be malls, it could be offices, it could be warehouses, it could be data centers, it could be whatever it is. So in a way, it's not that there is real assets behind the REIT. So it feels very tangible, but are they safe? I would say that they're not like a fixed deposit or government bond, right? So there is still some volatility. You need to be aware. Firstly, there's interest rate risk. So when interest rates were high in the last few years, the REIT prices came down. Now, and interest rates are coming down now, and REITs are seeing interest. People are seeing interest in REITs again. And also, all REITs are not necessarily made the same way, right? Some REITs might have a lot of debt, so they'll be more vulnerable. Some REITs might not be well managed. They might have weaker tenants, or they might be facing difficulty in their demand. So I would say that are REITs safe? Perhaps maybe that's not the way to look at it, but to look at what type of REITs might fit your needs. And are the REITs that you are interested in built to are they able to deliver sustainable income through the different market cycles? So as interest rates go down, they might come up again, you never know, right? And if they go up during the period of time, then the rates might be affected, the REITs might be affected. So these are things that we do need to consider.
So for the case of REITs, I think that you're seeing a diverse reaction from individual REITs. One example would be just top of my mind, Maple Tree Pan Asia Commercial Trust. Oh my God, the name is so long. But I wanted to point to MPAC because what is interesting is that their revenue actually fell, but because interest rates expense fell more, that their DPU actually increased, right? So this is one example where interest rate declines can actually help boost the DPU. But then I also want to bring up the question of MPAC because the question for me is not so much about whether it will perform share price wise, and this again goes back to my point. Have the right expectations when you go in, right? Because what I'm more concerned is, can MPAC continue to grow its DPU over time? Because it hasn't been able to do so, right? It has some properties in China, especially, and in Hong Kong, where it's still suffering. So the real question for me is, I want to rely less on the kindness of interest rates. Yes, interest rates will help boost your bottom line, help you create more DPU to pay out to unit holders, and I'll never say no to that, right? But I also want, and I demand, and this is what I want, right? Knowing what I want, that these REITs should be able to stand on its own without the kindness of lower interest rates.